All right, guys, the showdown has begun. I'm gonna say it's a tie. If you got a 131 kombi motor with an extension and a polesaw head versus the Big Daddy, yeah, this is the baddest one that still makes. I think they both come out to right around 800 bucks. I'm gonna say it's a tie only because I like being able to just put a polesaw head in this, and then it's only about this long, and it's light, versus this, which is always fucking heavy. You know what I mean? For what it does, it's really light, because you can take out trees with this fucking thing. I'm serious. I'm taking whole trees down with both of these. It's very impressive, well built. Like I said, as you can see, this motor's been so good to me, I just bought another one. And then I bought a whole new extension and blah, blah, blah. So the extensions cost about $1.20, $1.50 a pop. So I'll go ahead and extend this fucker for you guys. But they're both 131 motors. You can get different size motors in the kombis. But guys, when you're smacking an extension and a pole saw head on it, that's a lot of power you're gonna need to get that bar to turn, to cut that wood like you want to cut it. You know what I mean? So I say it's also a tie because I can use a hedger attachment, a weed whacker attachment, an edger attachment, a tiller attachment, a blower attachment, which I don't use the tiller or the blower attachments. But the point is, this has got a lot of capabilities versus this is just for one purpose only, and that's pole sawing some wood. You know what I mean? Even as a tree guy, I gotta say I like being able to smack a hedger up here so I can hit vines, because you try to pole saw vines, I mean they don't cooperate. So it's nice to be able to just smack a hedger on this thing, clear the vines out, make the lower canopy look better. You know, obviously if the customer wants to pay for it, I'll pull the fucking vines off. I don't care. But ideally, you don't want to pull them off either. We'll get into that in another video. Not right away anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out full, so you can kind of see the difference here, guys. Again, that motor is about 400 plus bucks. Extensions are 120 plus bucks. And I'm pretty sure the heads are like 220 bucks plus. So you're looking at 347. You're looking at 750 out the door for this setup right here. Just for that. And the same thing with this one. Shut up! Crazy ass uni. I got a bipolar dog, guys. Go lay down, bitch. Extending the pole saw as we speak. Alright, that is fully maxed out. And I have accidentally pulled this thing out. And kudos to Stihl, because it did go back in. Took a little finagling. I had to line it up perfectly and loosen these bolts, but it does go back in. So I mean, if I had to choose, okay, I want a go-to pole saw. I don't need to put a hedger trimmer on here. I don't need to put a weed whacker head on here. I don't need none of that. I just want a pole saw. Obviously, this is probably going to be the way to go. You know what I mean? I mean, look what you get for the same amount of money. And again, this one's nice because you can set it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't need it fully extended. You just set it right to here. It's nice to have that adjustability, versus this is just like 3.5 foot increments. You want to put another one on here, it's going to be up here. It ain't going to be here. You know what I mean? So I'm sure you could finagle some shit if you're good, but I don't have the patience for that. So yeah, if I gotta go to war with pole sawing all day, this is the guy I want, you know, on the right. But again, it is nice just to slap that head into this motor and only have it out to here. It's not as long for the long shit. Sometimes you don't need it long. And it's really light. You know, I can make a crucial cut, but I'm not right next to the branch. It gives me like a 6 foot head start to run, depending on if it doesn't go the way I want it to. Then it makes any sense. So again, guys, pick your poison. I say it's a tie, because I use this for multiple purposes, not just pole sawing. Yeah, I think they're both 131. They're both about 40 cc output. And now on these guys, they're selling them with the micro chains now, the little Pico chains, which are great chains. They cut fucking phenomenal, guys. I am super impressed. But they don't hold a sharp edge all day. So if I had the pole saw all day long, I'm gonna want this here 3/8 50 chain and bar. And this is the same bar you throw on your fucking 200, or you could throw it on your 170s, you know what I mean? Whatever, 250s will take a 14-inch as well, if I'm not mistaken. So that's kind of cool too, because I know this chain is gonna hold up all day versus this one, and it might start dulling out around lunch. And you may not think it's a big deal until you got to hold that son of a bitch for 4 hours, and with a dull chain, it is not fun holding these things in the air. So one thing I make sure when I go to a job site is my pole saw chain is sharpened, because I don't feel like sitting there for 3 hours holding this son of a bitch. It wears you out, guys. Again, that's what makes this nice. This little kombi system's nice because I can just smack the head on. I'm only that tall or whatever, you know, right here. But it's super light compared to this fucker, which gets heavier by the day, I promise you. They both do. So again, like, subscribe, comment, tell me to go fuck myself, do one of those 4, or do all 4 and be a nice guy. I don't give a fuck. Just know I love y'all. Hold on, be strong, kick ass, chew bubblegum. I kind of made this video for the guys out there like, I don't know which decision to make. You know, I would say the decision's on whether you do landscaping or not. If you do landscaping, the kombi is the way to go, because you could smack 2 extensions, boom, boom, and get just as much as this, if not more. And you could technically do 3 extensions, which I've done, but man, is that thing heavy and not comfortable. It's not practical, but it can be done. It can be done. And again, guys, you can't kill these fucking motors, man. As you can tell, I have beaten the living shit out of this poor kombi, and that's the same motor as that one. So it's gonna get it done. I've taken entire trees down with both of these. Super impressive saws, guys. Super impressive. So again, I'm gonna say it's a tie, but you know, if you're going money wise, technically to reach this height, you got to spend probably an extra $100, $150 to get the kombi to reach out what this can reach out to. But again, this is a heavy son of a bitch. So once you fully extend it, man, it wears you out as the day goes on. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound like a polesaw. I am a pole saw warrior, guys. If there's a pole saw competition, I'm gonna sign up, because I pole saw my fucking ass off. But yeah, that's basic breakdown, guys. I hope you liked the video. I don't know what else to say. I think I covered all bases. This does have a handle. I don't know. You can already see that. I don't need to say it, but the handle is nice in some aspects. And this little dinky thing, though, I don't even know why they built this. And guys, this thing is, it's not very tough. I mean, granted, it's still attached. It hasn't broke yet, but it's not very, you know, sturdy. It wiggles as you're holding it, so can't really give it a kudos on that. And this does come with a shoulder strap as well, if you give a shit. I mean, like I said, you can't throw weed whackers in there, you can't throw edgers in there, so maybe you like a shoulder strap. That's not a bad way to go. You know, if you're doing landscaping, I would go this route. If you're only doing trees, you're not too worried about fucking around with vines.